It's been a rocky year for the property market, as protracted political uncertainty and affordability problems left house prices largely stagnant in London and across the UK. But with a resounding victory for Boris Johnson in the general election earlier this month, and the prospect of an end to the Brexit saga in sight, 2020 may offer some hope of a turnaround.So as the sector turns its eyes to the future. City AM asked top property experts whether they think 2020 will be boom or bust for the housing market. Read more. UK house prices, growth slows to 7-year lowLee. Pickett, real estate partner at Global Legal Business, DWF. Given the scale of the Conservative Party's victory in the general election, and the immediate reaction of both sterling and the stock market, it's entirely possible, likely even, that we will see a short-term Boris bounce for the economy and, as a result, house prices. There remains the fundamental problem that at nearly 8 times average wages, house prices are already beyond what would normally be considered breaking point. But these are not normal times, and mortgage rates are at record lows, which could well add a dose of rocket fuel to the housing market and house prices as a result at the start of the year. However, further into 2020 the spectre of uncertainty could make an unwelcome return. Much will depend on the government's ability to negotiate a new free trade agreement with Brussels before the end of the year. If it can't, then Britain will either leave without a deal or the government will have to ask for an extension to the transition period, probably by June at the latest. Neither option is appealing, and the return of political and economic uncertainty will have an obvious impact on house prices. Maybe 2021 might bring better news. Mark von Grundher, director of Benham & Reeves. Previous to the EU referendum, we were seeing annual growth as high as 9% nationally, hitting double digits within the capital. While it will take time for this momentum to return, 6% growth across the UK is very attainable for the coming year, should the election play out as expected. London as a whole will also see a return to positive territory, and although it has fallen behind of late, once it turns it will turn quickly, and so we expect to see house price growth for the region exceed the national top line in 2020 to hit 7 to 8%. Prime central London may have seen the most drastic decline, but over the last few months, parts of the top-end market have also seen the largest revival. Now that we've seen the bottom of the market, this revival will continue, with the hottest pockets expected to climb by as much as 10% in the next 12 months. Michael Stone, founder and chief executive of Stone Real Estate. We've seen the property pedigree of the new build sector continue to outperform the wider. For more on this story, visit the news article link.